Magatin chitap kalenjin eng uitugul ole imitei itagat eng logoiwekab emet chebo sait tisab nebo bet kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma. Kitaune logoiwekchok ole kakoesio serikali report nekoimong kibagengeit neborchingei imandab kipkosobei nebo Kenya Human Rights Commission nekomwa kole nyalu kitelel legut nebo Hustler Fund kotinygei ak nemwoe kole mamitei kelchin age tugul nenyorune biikab emoni. Amwochi sirikab logoiwek CS nebo kibagengeit Check ak mung'aret Wycliffe Oparanya kole maiman report noto eng mwaet kole kikotestai konyorune kelchin biikab emet kobun besenwek.
So the government's attention has been drawn to the report widely published by the Kenya Human Rights Commission, claiming the failure of the Hustler Fund, drawing conclusions that are clearly, to me, politically motivated. The title of the report explicitly betrays the whole purpose of the study, failing the hustlers. You have seen it. The report assessment period covers 2022, 2023. Today, we are in 2025, 2026. It's 2 years back, 2023. And it is 2022, 2023 when the fund was set up. And this report is based only on the 7 months when the Hustler Fund was launched. They have also weaponized the report of the Auditor General of the said financial year 2022-2023, when most of the issues were raised in the report, which is actually common. I've been an auditor for some time, and if some initiative is just being introduced, there are bound to be problems. And we accept that because of the magnitude of this report at that time, there were issues which were raised by the Auditor General. They would have been courteous enough to come and follow up with us those issues that were raised in 2023. Where are we, 2025? Of critical concern is the attempt by the Commission to generalize the findings of the first 1 month of the fund, that is between November 2022 and December 2022, and to draw conclusion and recommendation based on the activities of the fund those particular 2 months. This questions the level of professionalism and integrity of the data instrument and the process that were deployed in the study. As a ministry and the administrator of the fund, we were never approached. The best way, usually when you are raising an issue, the best way is to conduct all stakeholders so that you have a fair judgment and you have a fair recommendation. We have since continued from the management of the fund. We have since confirmed from the management of the fund that they too were not approached to respond or even give clarity to all the claims and the issues that have come up in the study. If the Commission was genuine in its finding, they would at the least have adhered to the professional ethical and standards that govern such as studies. Let me, ladies and gentlemen, tell you what this fund has done to the Kenyans. It is insufficient to use one financial year to make conclusions. Now, at the moment, there are 9 million people which are borrowing from this fund. They have mentioned that this fund is not accessible to people. And you know, this is a digital platform fund where you go to star 254 hash. So when you say it is inaccessible to the fund, to the fund, I don't know what you are saying, because it's accessible to everybody, even me. I keep on accessing it and borrowing from it. Why not? Why not? Even me, I access it. I access Fulisa, and Fulisa have a limit of 20 shillings, 20,000. So far, since this fund was established, 20 million Kenyans have accessed it. 26 million Kenyans have accessed it.
Such initiative, many of such initiative, not just in the financial sector, any other sector, they usually go through setup challenges. Again, we also take offense with the attempt to weaponize the report of the Auditor General, which was just based on a 7-month. And the Auditor General is very clear. Whenever an Auditor General provides, audit report comes out, there's usually the opinions that are given. Some opinions are given because probably they couldn't get the information that was required at that particular period. This report we have even discussed in Parliament, and we have since had subsequent audit exercises, and some of the issues that, special structural issues that had been raised, have now since been closed out. So, but again also, just the title itself, it shows that whatever was purported to be done had some sort of veiled political intention. Because when you say failing the hustlers and even see how they've done, if an institution like this was actually out just to do a proper study and the findings to inform or improve our policy, because this is a financial inclusion intervention, then we would have seen a different presentation of their finding, because again, who were the expected consumers of this report? I would have expected that if you do a report at the beginning of an initiative, you are either the objective is to seek to improve the policy or to make some recommendation.
Yetesetai ak logoiwek kotesetai kobune kaimutik chechang kwonyik chekiibet manung'otoikwak kosubkei ak kaimutik chebo chorsetab kiagik ak baretab biik eng komoswek chebo Bartabwa, Saimosoi ak Barwesa eng Baringo North ak Muchongoi ak Mukutani eng Baringo South eng county nebo Baringo. Kamwa kibagengeisiek chebo Action Aid Kenya ak International Center for Peace, Human Rights and Development kole eng biik 1,200 chekikobet sobonwekwak kosubkei ak weketab kalyet eng Baringo County, kole eng chotok kole ko chong'indab chotok ko murenik 488 che kikakotunis ole kometo kwonyikwak chetesetai koityin kaimutik chebo ribetab lagok ak katabanet eng bororiet. Kinyoru sirindenyo Timothy Chepsoi anan Thomas Chepsoi asikoibwech logoiwechuto eng koindo.
Kosubkei ak kabokyinet netinye ak chorsetab kiagik eng Baringo County kokomuch kobet kwonyik cheitei 480 anan ko 480 manung'otiotkwak kosubkei ak chorsetab kiagik nekiamuch koityi komoswek chebo Baringo North koboto Baringo South chetinye ak chelustos chetinye ak chorsetab kiagik chekibwotyin kele mang'une komoswek chebo Tiaty. Eng tuyet nekatestai eng komosta nebo Marigat netelelchin kibagenge nebo Action Aid Kenya koboto kibagenge nenaat ko International Center for Peace, Human Rights and Development in Africa neindochin ne coordinator noton ko Rulia Nalin ne project manager nebo kibagenge inoton komwa neton kole kaituyo kwonyik konam ak mut kobun komoswek choton bo Mukutani division, Muchungoi division, Saimosoi eng komoswek choton bo Baringo North ako ngalane eng koimutik cheketestai anda ko chekimut koityi icheket eng kasarwek chebo kabokyinet.
The last 3 days we have been here in Baringo engaging young women and experienced women looking at the issue of conflict-related trauma. When you look at the context of Baringo County, this is a county that has been affected for so long when it comes to issues of conflict, and the bigger percentage of those affected are young women, girls, women and children. So we are looking at how does conflict contribute to trauma, and as well as trauma exacerbating conflicts within Baringo County. Through this intersection, then our approach is engaging young women as champions to address conflict-related trauma within their communities. One, by creating awareness on conflict-related trauma, providing spaces where they can have conversations for healing, as well as then equipping them with knowledge and skills.
Mary Lamar Koko kwagenge eng kwono nikimu kokeri netene manung'otionyin kemwok akobet sobet eng komosta nebo Mukutani koboto belekab korik ak baretab laak cheite 14 koboto kwonyik 8 ak murenik 24 eng komoswek choton bo Mukutani eng kabokyinet nekibunchit kong'ut mising eng chorsetab kei netestai komiten eng kiwoto nebo Baringo South koboto Tiaty constituency.
Na changamoto mingi ambayo tumepitia, wamama wanaathirika juu mara mingi wakati ya vita wanaume wanaweza toroka, wamama wanabaki na watoto, na mara mingi ni wamama ndio wanaumia na hata na watoto. Sasa katika area hile kuna watu wengi ambao wamekuwa na shida ya trauma ambaye wanahitaji kusaidiwa, wanahitaji kupewa counseling, wajue vile wataweza kusimama tena. Juu ingawaje changamoto ni mingi, lakini pamoja na hiyo tunahitaji kupea wamama moyo ya kwamba bado tutasimama tena. Hizi challenges yasitufanye kukufa moyo kabisa. Hiyo shida ya insecurity ilini affect kwa njia ya kwamba mali yote ilienda, nyumba ilichomwa, nikapoteza hata vitu ya nyumba. Nilikuwa nashona, charani naye na nguo pia zikaenda. Lakini bado nikang'ang'ana, sijakubali kufa moyo, nikang'ang'ana na mpaka sasa bado nimepata ingine ambaye ninaendelea kushona. Pia nina watoto ambaye ninasomesha na naishi kama single parent, na niko na watoto 3, wawili wamemaliza form 4 na wa mwisho ako kidato cha pili.
Mary Chebet ak Irene Kibet nebo chebunu komoswek chebo Sinoni koboto Kasiala eng komoswek choton bo Muchungoi division kwagenge eng kwonyik kimuch kobet manung'otionik kwak kosubkei ak kabokyinet chebo chorsetab kiagik. Ni ko tuget nebo kwonyik choton chetestai koityi koimutik chebo chorsetab kiagik chetestai koit komoswek choton bo Baringo County missing eng sub counties chebo Marigat sub county, komoswek choton bo Saimosoi eng Baringo North constituency koboto komoswek cheterter chemiten eng Kiwoto koboto Tiaty constituency.
During that time we lost a lot of family members, tulipoteza mifugo, manyumba zetu zilichomwa. I happened to lose a very close relative there, and I still remember the scenario where the kids were shot during the attack. After sasa mbuzi walichukua, wamesha choma manyumba. Then during that day waliwa I think watoto 3 na wakachukua mbuzi mingi sana. And for now that we are trying to heal this trauma, and healing has really, it has an impact. Personally, I feel kama nimeheal, and I feel like this training should be done more, especially to the survivors, the real survivors who are banditry, kwa sababu tuko, but to reach out to them it's hard. And now that we need to break that pain, you know, people have that pain, yeah? When you see a Pokot or an Chamus, you feel like they killed my brother, they took this healing, this trauma and healing training, if it is taken back home, people will be able to let go of things that are now past and now start afresh. We believe in hopes. So when we start afresh, I believe we can rewrite our stories. things will change, and at least Baringo will have another name. You see, when we're in school and you say I'm from Baringo, you are just a bandit, and we are not happy about that.
We are cascading a training to the communities whereby women are emotionally and physically being abused, and also are having trauma and some mental psychosocial support cases. And so now, of the first training, we were targeting 50 women, and now for this training, we are targeting 20 women who are going to be trainers into the community. We have approximately 480 women, mostly who are widows. Their husbands died through the conflict in the region. And so those are the major women who are really having trauma issues that we are trying to capacity build the training of trainers who will be able to meet these women in the communities. This is all about to build their resilience and also be able to develop coping mechanism during this during the conflict related period. And so us as ActionAid and African Women Voices for Peace, we want these women to be built psychologically and able to move forward in their daily living life so that they can live a normal life like any other women in the community.
Kamwa netang bagengesi choton po human right. Kolo to nyolunot ko kora ko tegeiti konyi ki mu ko bet man ngotyo kwag eng alak cheite po alang mon chimamu kechi tuyotun wekete stai eng guno. Kongeta kama sarpa marikat Baringo South constituency Baringo County lo abe chipo Kass ana ko trom chipsoi.
Yekitesetai logoiwek komache yalake eng kanetik eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ketoret sukulishek konyor ng'amotik cheikoitoi kotigonet eng kipsomaninik asikichuchuch kambakosiek ak ng'emetab sukulishek kobun strikes cheisuldae kipsomaninik eng sukulishek. Kinyoru sirindenyo Philemon Kisang ak koindab logoiwechuto.
You remember recently we had rampant strikes in our schools, and we'll bring our heads together and ask the government at least to employ one guiding and counseling teacher so as they give proper mentorship, guiding and counseling to these young ones so as they will become a better citizen of this country in the near future. And they will take our country from a developing nation to a developed nation, just like other nations.
Changamoto ya uchumi, kwa mfano, watoto wanasoma lakini wengi uko mbele hakuna kazi, hawapati kazi. Sasa hao wenye wanasoma wanaona huko mbele ni kama wanapotesha tu nini yao. So kwa hivyo wanachihusisha na mambo mengi. Alafu mambo mengine ni hii social life. Na vitu vingi imeingia. Watoto wamechingiza mambo mengi kama mihadarati, pombe. Na unajua hiyo inachangia sana mawazo ya watoto kuharibika. So hiyo naomba labda wazazi waongeleshe tu watoto na watoto waongeleshwe, na katika jamii ama community mambo kama haya waangalie kwa uzuri na waongeleshe hawa watoto, consult them, talk to them. Some will listen and some will not listen, but maybe more than half.
Walimu waendeshe guiding and counseling in schools. Guiding and counseling, instill that guiding and counseling so that watoto wajue ya kwamba they are part of the society. Wakiwa na nidhamu, watakuwa wanafanya kazi nzuri, wakiwa jamii, wakiwa nyumbani. So I will encourage teachers, parents, wakuwe karibu na watoto.
Yekitesetai ak logoiwek ketokchinigei county notok po county nebo Kericho ole komongei boisiek ak meng'ik chebo kipkelion eng county nebo Kericho nakoesha logoiwek chetesetai chotok chetokyingei kisipto teksetab sipitalit neo nebo Londiani Referral Hospital eng komasata nemwaet kole maiyoni icheket ole mache kisub koyonchinet notok kibo tai kou ole iarorwech sirindenyo Robert Siele.
Kong'ololen kap Cheplanga en kipkelion Eastern County nebo Kericho kasarta nekait tuyet boisiek kobun kipkelion kondochin Wiling'et Chakokiliot Ben Siele komwa icheket kole makat kisuldaen teksetab sipitalit neo nebo Referral Hospital nebo Londiani en komosta nebo Londiani kou en kaonchinet nekikakityin.
Kit nekakimwoe ako kakitil kit nekikiberur kerongyi mwaita ak kesochi ko tengek ingowis chito ako tengek en Kipsigis makikele mo lakwa amakikochin kiy lakwa sikeweke kaketil ko ki kipkelion kong'asis ak lekem kele Referral ko makiwise.
Miten ng'wonindo bikyok kimwoe kongoi kipresident korong netai betut nekait Londiani kole tun kawe gaa nanyun atekwo koyon ko ng'olyon nekimwochini kongoi kit nekiyamwa en kutinyin.
Kamwa boisiechoton kole rirtoen kandoikab county nebo Kericho en mwaet kole moibchin kamanut makutikwak ole kakon icheket kamuisetab kokochi icheket biret en lewenisiet nenyone.
Ako mabat kiy amu makipchin rirekyok president kandoikyok chemi ngweny chekikileweni. Kou noto ko kakitil kele kimache kandoikyok yekikur kokasech ko nemakasech ko makingen any kit nekitoitu.
Ngotun imoe chi kuraiyandenyon en kipkelionis ak kipkelion West, sorun pin number nekibore Referral en Londiani. Sorun password nekibore Referral en Londiani. Ngotimoe PUK nebo kuraisiek kyok en 2027, sorun PUK ne Referral en Londiani.
Kamwa Okiliot Ben Siele kole katil boisiek en kibagenge kong'et sipitalinoton en Londiani en nekamwa icheket kole nyolchin ak ichek boisionoton kebeberatan.
Miten ng'alek chebendote chekiketengan mbaret en Kericho ko kamwa kole makiyoni kisipto mbarani en teksetab Referral en koroni. Kale makiyoni ako kale tayari koyai kit age tugul nemukokse koter. Ako kosom president nebo emoni kolenji kou ole kiraking'werer konyolu keyai en yutok en komosta nebo Londiani ngamun ot agechek konyolwech projects ichoton.
Ng'alekab Referral ko kikakiyai public participation en Kericho neki chitab ng'echeret ko ki Jackson Koskei ako kikiyonjin kele kiteche Referral en Londiani kosipkei ak ne pilotit nekibit kitinye ekaisiek 100 kong'eten yoton baka nguni kotom kisaki mbaranoton.
En kasaraton kora koboisien boroinoton boisiechoton kosom MCAs chebo County Assembly nebo Kericho koboisien kimnotet nemiten en ng'atutik keborien biik chetinye kakuyetab rabisiek en county nebo Kericho asikebaorienchi bandab tai.
Ng'alekab Kericho County kimoe nyikonik chenamwech chorik chekochorso en Kericho. Kimoe kipongeza raini chito nebore deputy governor nenyikan nemwoe imanit akotononen imanit akobo chorik chemi Kericho. Iman anan maman? Kakonyikanit kakotok kele mwoe imanit Fredini. Kakoet chorset nekeyoe en Kericho County. Ako kakikoi nafas MCAs kobukto chorik tugul. Anibuch kotun nyone maat neo ak beekab mokoch chekimen en 2027.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kotestai koboibochi alak en kandoikab county nebo Nandi tesetab tai nebo teksetab sukulitab barak nebo Koitalel Samoei netesetai keteche en kebeberta nebo Nandi Hills. Komwa kandoichoto koboto CC nebo kabatisiet en serikalitab county nebo Nandi Dr. Kiplimo Lagat ak MCAs cheterter kondochin MCA nebo Chepkunyuk John Keter Tiltai kole wendi sukulinotok bo Samoei koeku borotet neo eng meng'ikab county noto kou eng report nebo sirindenyo Nelson Tarbei.
Kondochin CEC nebo kabatisiet eng serikalitab county nebo Nandi Dr. Kiplimo Lagat, MCA nebo Nandi Edwin Kemboi anan Cheptuget, MCA nebo Chepkunyuk John Keter anan Tildae, MCA nebo Kapsimotwo Edwin Korir, MCA nekikitoror John Bitok anan Laldim, koboto Wilfred Keter ne ko toretindetab MP nebo Nandi Bernard Kitur, komwa ichek kole boibochin tesetab tai nebo teksetab sukulitab barak nebo kotelel Samo eng Nandi Hills, ole kikoborchigei ichek eng kasarta nekoi.
Ainga nataka barga mata ai mujibete na president sige kuona sinya angungunyi kidogo okia angungunya mu university lakini kukura Felix akolejo mesi chwa swasi hii tawe kwa baji okia hii okia kure ta lejo kwa yangu wa kazi tenge okia kwenye contractor bila kutoa ndewa mawata wa sato kubesho amune project inaendelea aneko kiomeje kito university bas kwa ngoda mangeti okia ramburga oka kuboro university ko mawata style
kimoje kelejo president kongwe ngalio ta university University ni Samoei ko kaangas komwoe biik chechang lakini the history neingen biikab Samoei ko tuiyosiek chekikiyai eng Samoei yu nasare komoroisi kemeche kele kongoi mzee amu kiondochi timitab boisiek kot koit yoto kinyekenome oin ko kele kakokwaman university kemeche kele kongoi ngete public service amu kitelel ak achek kitelel wananchi.
Kounoto kocher ichek meng'ikab Nandi Hills kotech korik akochopchigei baetab tuga ak kolsetab amitwogik cheterter asikobit konyorune ichek kelchin sukulinoto.
Ngitinye kabungu kidogo icheng chepkonda kidogo asiketech rental houses asikeakomodeten lagok chebwone emoni kenyoru kelchin biikab Nandi Hills. Nebo aeng ko ngayai boisiet kora nemutai kemuchi keoldochi matundek lagok keipchi amitwogik kora kokakealde kenyoru kobit chekekure pesa mfukoni.
Kalejo kityo obai tuga amu chego saizi nyo koiku siling 100 litait eng yo. Maukuregei chego ak chaik ang'onolu kioborchigei chaik kabisa lakini ongeweke teta. Oloto kole kesobe. Ngokiet amu maik kenyo kokwome lagochu komakimeche kobunu Uasin Gishu. Ngotko lagok chekitindoi kwen 10 akwome maik oeng kila betut akingele lagok kwome maik karon ak koskolen.
Kimeche chepyosok nyo chemeche kwoldo ngwek, mi chetile ngwek nyo, mi chito nemeche kele kimeche ibu chego, mi wafanyikazi chemi ko, komi chemi sang, so employment ko directly and indirectly. Kimeche biik chesale kweinik kosalchi lagok nyo bo sang nyo.
Kabaibachi ichek kora tesetab tai nebo serikalitab President William Ruto mising ko mbolea chekikon serikali eng kalyet nemite ng'uny eng mwaet kole kokoisto nito rubet eng emet.
Akemwa ng'alekab mbolea ko kikeredusen man mbolea kong'ete 7,000 akoi 2,500. Kingonome president ng'echeret ko kilochi biik saburionik eng Nairobi akwai maandamano. Komakikwai kasi man kotko kikong'ete saburiet metit ak kwoma komakiyai kasit neo man.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Chitab Kalenjin ako yuto ko kakituch kayumetab logoiwekab emet kakibun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV eng nguni akoi sait agenge inyoru logoiwekab emet chekitesetai kisubi eng newsroom nebo Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Sankaro Sirma, testai kere Kass TV, kimnatet naet.